What's up, YouTube? Underworld 6667 here with our ongoing coverage of YCS Rhode Island's top 32 deck list. As you can see, we are going to be covering Justin Ashe's Gravekeepers. Being that I've been playing Gravekeepers for a while, I do understand a little bit about this deck, and I do understand why he is playing quite a number of cards. However, he would probably be the best way to understand it fully, because I played a very different version of Gravekeepers. We're going to go through this, of course, pretty quickly, because there's very few things that you really need to know other than Royal Tribute is awesome. We've got two card Ds, which draws you into your Necro Valleys and your Royal Tributes. We also have our Effect Veilers. We've got Gravekeeper's Assailant. By the way, two card Ds, two Effect Veilers, one Gravekeeper's Assailant, two Gravekeeper's Commandant, two Descendants, three Recruiters, three Spies, one Book, one Dark Hole, two Gravekeeper Stellae, three Necro Valley, two Pot of Dualities, two Royal Tributes, two Bottomless Trap Holes, one Compulse, two Deep Prison, two Mirror Force, one Solemn Judgment, two Solemn Warnings, two Starlit Road, and two Torrential Tribute. Looking at this main deck, I would say the main purpose of him playing all these cards, especially the card Ds, and as well the Pot of Dualities, is to be able to draw out your Royal Tributes. I mean, the best way to do it would be to, I guess, draw out with card D, or draw out with Pot of Duality, and then Royal Tribute your opponent's hand and completely wreck his day. There's nothing really else magical about Gravekeepers. They play a lot of traps, a lot of shenanigans, locks down your grave, so it kills out that Chaos Dragon sort of matchup. There's a very, very good option with regards to goes in match, as well as it's not hurt by Rivalry of Warlords, because there's a lot of spellcasters and there's a lot of darks. Looking at it through the side deck, Cyber Dragon at 2, Thunder King Ryo at 2, 3 MSTs. MST is very important. There are a lot of back row cards that are harmful to these huge, beefy monsters here. You don't want to be stuck against a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I know it doesn't really affect it much because they're all big beefy monsters, but it really does. If you don't have the things that are stopping your opponent from pushing, and they're up with a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, it's very, very difficult to play your cards. Moving onwards, we have two Noblemen of Crossouts, two Goes in Match, two Skill Drains, and two Soul Drains. Activate by paying 1,000 life points. I'm reading this because most people don't play this. Activate by paying 1,000 life points. Monsters that are banished, as well as monsters in the graveyard, cannot activate their effects. That is good. You know, it's really good against quite a number of decks. Moving onwards, Chimeritic Fortress Dragon at 1. One Ally of Justice Catasters. Of course, two Stardust Dragons for those two Starlit Roads. Gemini Pearl, because we play a lot of 4s. You'll see a lot of 4s. One Kachi Kochi Dragon, one Maestroke, one number 16 Shockmaster, one Acid Golem, one Utopia, one Papilloperative, one Steel Swarm Roach, one Tempo, one Wind Up Zen Mains, and one Wind Up Zen Maester. So ultimately, you know, Royal Tribute kicks butt. There's nothing else really to be said about this deck. It is a really powerful deck, and I'm glad to see that it is topping and doing quite well in this kind of a format. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. As you guys can see right over here, we have quite a number of other videos that you can watch. Once they are uploaded, you can click the Underworld 6667 logo just above this video to go into the channel and possibly view the playlist of the top 32 decks of Rhode Island. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube.